And hello, everybody. What's going on? Okay, let's go ahead and jump on in. Kerpow. Boom. What is up? How's it going? Something kind of like that. Maybe, possibly. Okay. I hope that everybody out there is doing well. Power, thank you so much for joining. Zenith, thank you so much for joining. For anybody else out there who's joining as well, thank you so much. It's been a while. So over the last 2 weeks, thank you to Super CJ Man 77, Finez, both of you for the follow, as well as Finez. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And then also thank you to Shrappy for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. And we've got a whole bunch of new YouTube followers as well, to just say the least. I know that we've got Paul Gamble, Sid Shakabo, and Karu, as well as, that's about it for right now. But there's been a whole bunch of other people as well. So thank you all. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody is off to a great start this week. Thank you for putting up with the delays in streams. I'll say this again at the end of the stream too, for anybody who isn't around right now. So I'll stream this week, and then the military will be taking me away for about 4 weeks, and I will not be streaming or even on Discord or anything like that for about the next 4 weeks, because I will be in places where I can't do any of those things. And then I'll come back and we'll have some regular streaming for at least a month or a month and a half. And then after that, when you have new small humans, everything gets all discombobulated. So it'll get discombobulated and we'll go from there. And then we'll adjust fire. But until then, so long story short, we'll have a few streams this week. It's going to be radio silence for about 4 weeks, but I am coming back after that. Don't panic. I'm coming back. It's just that we'll have 4 weeks of silence. Sorry. But in the meantime, let's take a look. I don't even remember what was going on. It's been 2 weeks. I don't remember. There are things happening here. So we've got 3 pending things. One of them is today. It's a turning point engagement. What even was it? So it's an engagement in a swamp. We're going against things and stuff and whatnot. We're going against the Lyrans. We're working for the Draconis? Really? I would do that? Okay, fine, whatever. Those guys are jerks, but whatever. So your orders are simple. Engage and destroy at least 50% of the enemy forces. This is not a hit and run operation or a delaying action. You are to commit fully to the engagement and break their strength through superior firepower and tactical positioning. This battle will determine the control of the battlefield. The victor will control the field at the end of the engagement, securing any salvage and denying the enemy any chance of recovery. Every enemy unit destroyed weakens their ability to wage war. Make sure they do not leave the battlefield intact. Strike hard, eliminate the opposition, and take control. Victory is absolute or it is meaningless. Okay, cool. There's a whole bunch of additional enemy tanks that will do things. They've got a bunch of vedettes, a Drillson, LRM carrier, a darter. The enemy's bringing 10,000 BV. I vaguely remember this now. Very, very vaguely, because I've got Bravo and Alpha Lance committed already. So I feel like that would leave me with Charlie and Asteroid to be able to commit to this. Right? Yeah. And then I'll end up skipping this one, which I don't care about. And I should have somebody home in time to do this one. Or we can just skip both of these potentially. And that should still give me a net positive on victories, which is what I really care about, because I'll be at 4 versus 3. We just have to have something that we can put there for Fleet and Being. So Charlie is currently chilling with. Oh, I remember one thing. So one thing I've been asked about a lot on my YouTube channel and a couple other places are how, like, what settings do I have for MegaMek in terms of like what all I set up or how I set it up. When I start the game, when I start this next battle, I will very purposefully go through and say what I am doing, and I'll try to split that out into a separate video as well. That was graceful. So we've got Charlie Lance and Asteroid Lance that should be available. And I also figured out what was going wrong with all my customs. So now I can actually make my ON1Ks into ON1 hex, which I am excited about. Yeah, why don't we just go for it? Let's risk it for the biscuit. So deploy Asteroid as a front line. And then Charlie as well. How many support points do I have? I currently have 13, so I can probably do at least one extra. Reinforce instantly. And the verdict is we did fine. Great. This is good. This is very good. Well, I hope that everybody's last 2 weeks have been well and good. Sorry I haven't been around to talk to anybody. That's always a bumski. Let's see here. So we've got our Asteroid Lance and our Charlie Lance. We are going against an enemy Thunderbolt with a 3-4 pilot. The allies are bringing along a Lancelot, Flashman, Orion, and a Quick Draw. The enemy is bringing along a War Dog, which is always interesting. And they're also bringing on a Warhammer, Hatchetman, Champion, Behemoth, Manicore, Quick Draw, Archer, and a Crusader. And then all the tanks that we already talked about. We've got Daylight. Okay, cool. I'm only a little scared right now. So we'll bring Recovery A. Need some more text just for funsies. Ote. And then we wait. And look to see if something works really fast. Nope. Okay. Has anybody looked through any of the new source material that CGL put out in the last 2 weeks? I think it was. I think they put out 2 new source books. And I've been meaning to look at them, and I haven't taken the time to buy them or look at them. Okay, all of that looks fine. What do I have to do? I should have looked at that before. What do I have to do? So I need to destroy or rout 50% of the mech commander, Op4, and the enemy officer mech. So that's 2. And then the Op4 adds, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to destroy 5. Okay, cool. Great. We'll destroy 5 of them. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Youngster, what is up, bud? I hope you're doing well. I am back for this week, and then the army is taking me away for a hot minute, and then it'll be a month. Okay, so I said that I would be very purposeful about talking about my settings within MegaMek when it starts up. So we have a nice vanilla start for MegaMek. You've got your information pane that just kind of chills. You can say switch location and it puts on to the left side. You've got your hexes that tell you all the things as well as your overlays. So the first thing I do is I turn off the left overlay by pressing Control K. I turn off the right overlay by pressing Control P. Hold on 1 second. 11 minutes. Okay. So you do those two things, and then the very next thing I do is I go to View, Client Settings. Starting in main, what I do, because I stream, I change my warning color to something that's actually more viewable as opposed to the bright red that just gets washed out. I just change the color a little bit because otherwise it's almost unreadable for a lot of folks. And then audio, I turn off the turn notification. Game board, I like to be able to have a rough estimate of the things that are viewable and not viewable, as well as roughly how far away they are. So I press the option for highlight hexes inside field of view. And then I change the opaqueness to be like 75%. This by default is 3, 6, 9, 12, and multiples of 3. I change it to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 personally. No, sorry. By default, it's 5, 10, 15, 25. I like changing it to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. At that point in time, it gets pretty much everything. And then I like to darken hexes outside of field of view, and I like to make that super dark so that it's very, very obvious. From there, report. I like changing my report mist color to something very obvious to me because the gray gets washed out. Auto display, I don't like the player list being shown, so I change it to hide. And that's about it. And the very, very last things I do, go to view, isometric view, and then view, show possible moves. Voila. Oh, sorry. There was one last thing I always do because I like things being the way they should be. So client settings, main, dock on left side of board. I turn that off. And what that does is you hit switch view, not switch view, switch location, and it docks to the right side of the screen, which is how it was back in like 48 and 47 and 46 and everything else, which is where it belongs in my brain. But youngster, this is just for training, so it's in the United States. But after that, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Even if I knew, I couldn't really say a whole lot, and so it's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is not fine. Let's not worry about any minefields. And I'm currently playing on the whatever March 23rd nightly. So whatever has happened in the last 2 weeks, I don't know. I haven't looked at the pull requests, honestly. So, I haven't looked at any of the commits, so I don't know what's been happening. Well, that's not great for us. That's a really bad turn order, actually. But luckily, we're just placing. The only downside is that I'm just going to be completely out of incommunicado. That's what it is. Incommunicado for like 4 weeks. So I won't be on Discord. I won't be anywhere. I'll just stop existing for a while. What's the CF here? 200? Okay. Also 200. Yes. North-south motion. Come on. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. Well, thank you. I actually just feel it's gonna sound weird. I feel bad because even though I shouldn't, I feel like I have an obligation to folks to be present in some way. It's actually hard for me, even though I've only been streaming for what, like 4 weeks? Or not 4 weeks, 4 months or so. Uh, it's hard for me to go a full 7 days and not stream. Oh, I forgot that we have applesauce in this one. Oh no. I forgot to change that. So we need to youngster, it's gonna be fine. I promise you. It's gonna be a-okay fine. Uh because the MekHQ dev team does such a phenomenal job of going over and checking everything that I, I I mean, obviously I'm not part of the dev team, so I can't speak for them, but I think a lot of them are just so grateful that anybody would tackle any issues, no matter how small. Like I don't tackle big issues. I don't I don't do that right now because I just don't know enough and I don't have the time to do it. But even going through and fixing a little problem like I don't even know the scouting on the area of operations map not working like it's supposed to. Or actually, the very first thing I tackled, the very first thing I did was this right here. Uh, in 50.11, when you look, it'll say roll and it'll tell you what the number was. And then in the parentheses, it'll tell you a number. That will be the highest of the two numbers within there, which is also the highest of the two numbers, which is displayed outside. So my very first thing that I tackled was literally just display both numbers so that you know what is going on. That was it. That's all I did. And I still messed it up. Configure. Deployment zone, use owners. There we go. That's what's up. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I would actually talk to the devs about that one because they might have thoughts or other plans, but just reach out to one of them and be like, hey, this is my thought. Do you think this is something that would be useful or that would be good? Auto eject normally gets turned off if you have case. So if you have any mechs with case, auto eject defaults to being turned off. McGib, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, I definitely forgot to check my ammo situation. Yeah, there you go. I am doing just fine and dandy. I was hoping to stream last week and I got a cold and then I had more family in town and it's been a wild ride. It's been a very wild ride. Anyways, but youngster, just look through the issues and you will be shocked. So you're going to spend the first like 3 days just staring at the at your IntelliJ going, I don't even know what I'm looking at because the MegaMek project is so massive. It is huge. And so it's going to take you that long just to look through everything and go, I don't even know what I'm looking at. And just make sure you set up IntelliJ exactly the way that the guide tells you to. You'll be fine. You'll be good. And then start small. Like I said, just start with something small. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I think I definitely need to overcommit on this side. Yeah, I would also do that. Bibliophile, I hope you're doing well also. But yeah, with the new, if you're using the playtest rules for, I think it's playtest rule set 1, the ammo explosion rule change is a complete game changer. I think for really a positive way. I have not noticed, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have not noticed a huge difference in terms of, um, you know, what I need to do is probably overpower this stuff really quick and then I can turn in. No, we're just going to do this. I haven't noticed a huge difference in mechs taking a ton of damage just on one side when you're firing, just because you're constantly moving around and doing things. Sometimes I've seen it, but more often than not a huge difference. But in terms of the ammo explosions, holy cow, huge difference. I'm not excited about that behemoth, honestly. I'm a little scared. Hopefully. Mm, yeah, it sucks because the things I need to kill are the things that you kind of want to leave for last so you can just focus everything in on them. But the War Dog and the Behemoth really need to go down. Oh, that's an actual tragedy. One hex out. Okay, fine. Fine. Next turn, we'll make the magic happen or something. Yeah, we'll risk it on a 12. That's fine. With this. So they've got the champion right there, and that's about all I can hit. Again, not ideal, but we'll have to make the magic happen somehow. Quick draw and a Warhammer. We'll go for the Warhammer in hopes that maybe something eventually finds them. Gauss rifle should be able to hit something. But not on a 14. That's not going to happen. Oof. Oh, feels bad, man. Nothing's probably going to be within range. Oh, it is, but I don't see it. Snub nose out of range. Gauze rifle. Hope for the best. You know, the nice thing is that everybody else is also going to have a high TN right now. So the enemy Crusader missed. War Dog missed. Everybody missed. And it didn't look like any fires were made, so we're off to an okay start. Speaking of fires, Kansas was on fire last weekend. That was exciting. Heat happens. And turn order isn't great, honestly. That's kind of a bummer. That'll actually put me into cover for a lot of things. There we go. That'll work. No. Well, here's to hoping we can make some of the magic happen here. Fortunately, all these pilots are at least okay. Because I think most of these are either 3, 4, or 4. That's weird. They're a 5-4 pilot. That's actually a bummer. But most of these are 3, 4, or 4, 5 pilots. All right, everybody made it through the water. Nobody fell. Just a nice, easy plus 11 to hit. Well, you can give it a whirl. 10s on the LRMs. It's been worse. Since we're closing the distance so fast. Whoop. Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. War Dog on 11. I guess we'll take it. Oh, 8s. That's pretty snazzy, honestly, compared to everything else. Oh, man, I can't see anything. Okay, well, that's a bummer. And for this Crusader, we'll go with the 11s onto the Behemoth and hope for the best. I think you're the last one, though. Nope, nope. Oh, nice. So our Crusader on the quick draw hits with the LRM-10 with 6 missiles, doing 5 to the right arm, 1 to the left leg. And the other LRM hits with 4 missiles, doing 4 to the right arm. Our Orion misses. Our Ostrock puts an ER large into the champion's left torso, doing 8 damage down to 8 armor. Our Orion missed. Our Crusader missed. Their Crusader hits against our allied Lancelot. The enemy champion misses. Our allied Lancelot puts PPC into the enemy Crusader's left arm. The allied Orion missed. The enemy War Dog missed. Thunderbolt missed. Our Orion misses. The enemy Archer misses. Our Longbow missed. And that, as they say, is that. Heat happens, not a whole lot to report there. We are not rolling well. I mean, they're getting initiative bonus because they're command mech, which is kind of a bumski. Who is their command mech? Because it suddenly becomes a lot more beneficial to bring a command mech when you're using individual initiative. The War Dog? No, it can't be the War Dog. It's the Warhammer. No. Is it you? Hello? Is it you I'm looking for? No. I don't think it's the Crusader. Unless it is. Oh, actually, it might be. Nope. Oh, it's the Archer. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we just need to focus down the Archer. A lot more effort needs to go into killing that Archer. I don't love the idea of just running out like this because that just opens you up to an entire cone of fire, and that seems bad. Instead, what seems like a much better idea is to cut around the ridge. That way, it isolates those dudes. So that's what we're gonna do. The longbow might have a little bit of a bad day. It might. It might be a little lonely right now, but probably be okay. Also, they have 2 pilots with the call sign Mint. That's not nice. Oh, you jumped. That's why we're having problems. Got it. Yeah, we'll call it good. Oh, yeah. ER large is on a 6. Take it. Just make the magic happen. I don't even know what you are, but I'm going to shoot you anyways. It's a thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. So the enemy Thunderbolt misses. Our longbow lands 12 LRMs into the behemoth, doing 5 to the front, 5 to the turret, and 2 to the front. Missed with everything else. The allied Lancelot puts an AC 5 into the Thunderbolt center torso. Our Orion, one of our Orions misses. The enemy allied Orion misses. The enemy Quick Draw missed. The enemy Champion misses. Our Crusader missed with everything. Our Ostrak puts an ER large into the Thunderbolt's right leg, ER large into the right leg, medium laser into the center torso. So that is over 20 damage. He'll be making a roll. Then one of our other Orions misses. Our Kerensky misses. The Behemoth misses with everything. The enemy Archer misses. The enemy Minotaur misses. And our Orion misses. Enemy War Dog puts a Gauss rifle into the allied Orion. Ouch. Then the enemy Warhammer misses. Thunderbolt took 20 damage. Needs 5 rolls of 6. Stays standing. Good for him. From there, let's take a gander. That's better. Doing a little bit better on the roll that time. Oh, that's less than ideal, though. I'm worried that quick draw is going to jump over my Kerensky. And then I'll just be really sad. If I go there. It'd be really nice if these dudes did not move and then I can just drop a bunch of swarm 20s on them. That would make me happy. I don't think they're going to oblige. In fact, they're already not, but they're kind of obliging in their own special way. Yeah, don't do that. Hello, ally. Are you confused? Are you lost and afraid? Hmm. Here we go. Let's see here. How did I know this exactly what the quick draw will be doing? Okay, cool beans. You know, it'll almost make more sense for me to swap out one of the medium pulses for a medium laser on the 3RS. It's a bummer. Now then, I want you to swap over to swarm missiles because, you know, that's what we can do. So, swarm, swarm, regular, regular, and a medium laser for fun. I don't think this Crusader is going to be having a very good day. Yeah, in fact, I think they're going to be objectively having a very bad day. Oh my. Bad things have happened. Not to us, but to other people. So our Crusader puts 8 LRMs into the Warhammer, doing 5 to the left torso, 3 to the right torso, critting with no effect. The medium laser into the left torso, another medium laser into the left leg. The allied Orion into the Manicore misses. The enemy Warhammer puts PPC into the Kerensky's left leg. Hatchet Man misses. Enemy Archer hits with 9 LRMs, doing 5 to the left leg, 4 to the center torso. Another 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the right torso, 5 to the right torso, and 2 to the right arm. We'll be making a piloting check now. Our Crusader misses with everything. Our other Kerensky into the quick draw, puts medium laser into the right torso, medium laser left leg, snub nose into the center torso, miss with the SRMs, but a Gauss rifle does go into the left leg, down to 8 internal structure. The Manicore hits the allied Orion. The allied quick draw misses. The allied Lancelot puts an AC5 into the front of the Manicore, causing some motive damage. The longbow completely misses with the swarms, but then they continue on, and all 20 of them go into the champion, doing 5 to the center torso, 5 to the right torso, and 5 to the left arm. The next set of swarms, 16 hit the champion, doing 5 to the center torso and 5 to the left torso. A bunch of them miss because of cover. Then the LRM-5 hits with 2 missiles after anti-missile system into the Crusader, doing 2 to the left torso. War Dog misses. Enemy Crusader puts 5 LRMs into the Ostrak, doing 5 to the right leg, and another 6 go in, doing 5 to the left torso, 1 to the right torso. Our other Kerensky puts a snub nose into the Crusader's left leg, Gauss rifle into the left torso, missed with everything else. Enemy Thunderbolt puts PPC into the allied Lancelot. One of our Orions puts medium laser into the left leg of the Crusader. Ostrak puts an ER large into the right torso of the Crusader, medium laser to the left torso, ER large to the right arm, and a medium laser into the right torso. This Crusader is, in fact, having a bad day. They are. Enemy quick draw miss. Behemoth misses. Our other Orion puts... Why am I firing flak ammo? Oh dear. Okay, well, either way, we did 4 damage to the right torso, so that's neat, I guess. Which Orion are you? Okay, great. So the champion took 20 damage, needs a 5, rolls a 4, falls down. They fall onto the right torso. Possible breach on the right torso, but doesn't breach. Quick Draw took 20 damage, needs a 6, rolls a 7. Crusader took 60 damage, needs a 7, rolls a 6, falls on the left side, doing a total of 6 to the left arm, and that pilot takes a hit. Applesauce took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls a 7, stays standing. Cool beans. The Quick Draw does kick the Kerensky in the right arm, which is really unfortunate. But at least the Quick Draw had a bad day for it. Hopefully, here's the hoping, especially since the Quick Draw is now at 9 heat. He just kind of hops away for a second, and hopefully that Quick Draw goes after all of our folks, which very much they do. Very, very much they go before us. All right, so Applesauce. Honestly, let's just close the distance. You got the armor. You're fine. And then for Crusaders, continue closing the distance. For our longbow, yeah, that'll be okay for now. No, don't do that. Do that. Decisions. So, I mean, if I go here, then I'm shooting through some woods, which is annoying, but I at least have a little bit of cover. And I think that that is going to be better in the end versus going here where I get 1 TMM, but not a whole lot else out of it. And I am standing on a hill in front of God and everybody with no cover. So I think I go there. Okay. Then with all of that, spooky. Yeah, I think we tried to take out the archer because it's starting to cause real problems now. Do the LRMs, do a couple of medium pulses and a medium laser, and then see what happens. The longbow, I mean, honestly, just shoot at the thunderbolt, and even if you miss, it might just go into the mana core. And let's face it, if you dump 20 LRMs into a mana core, it's going to feel it. Well, the archer isn't dead, but at least got hurt in the process. Our Orion put an AC-10 into the right torso of the archer, then a medium laser into the right arm. The enemy quick draw into the Kerensky puts a medium laser into the right arm because it's literally on fire, so it can't do a whole lot. Our Crusader with the Archer missed with almost everything except for a medium pulse going into the left leg. Our Longbow firing the Thunderbolt ends up hitting the Mana Core instead, putting 16 swarms in, immobilizing the Mana Core, exactly what I was hoping for, doing 5 to the rear, 5 to the left side, 5 to the left side, and 1 more to the rear. Then 20 more swarms, 6 go into the Thunderbolt, doing 5 to the right leg, 1 to the left leg. The rest fail to find a new target, and then we completely miss Thunderbolt with everything else. Warhammer into our Orion misses. Allied Lancelot misses. Enemy Thunderbolt misses with everything. The Allied Quick Draw misses. Enemy Hatchetman misses. Our Kerensky misses the Quick Draw with everything. That is truly tragic. Our Ostrak firing at the Archer puts an ER large into the right arm, ER large into the center torso. Enemy Archer firing at the Orion misses. Our other Crusader firing at the Quick Draw only hits with a medium pulse into the right torso, medium pulse into the left arm, and a medium laser into the right arm, critting on the hand. It's down to 7 internal structure. The Mana Core firing at the Ostrak misses with everything. Allied Orion misses. Our Orion at the Archer puts an AC-10 into the left leg, medium laser into the left arm. The Behemoth misses with everything, which is pretty neat. The War Dog misses. Then our other Kerensky puts a snub nose into the Archer's left arm. SRM hits, putting 2 into the head and 2 into the left torso. Gauss Rifle goes into the left torso and a medium laser into the left leg. The Archer took 80 damage, knees a 9, rolls a 9. Good for him. But it is time to do some kicking. So kick, quick draw, kicked the Orion in the right leg, doing 12 damage. The Orion missed. Knees a 6, rolls a 5. Crusader did kick the quick draw. Knees a 5, rolls a 9, kicks him in the right leg. He's down to 2 armor. The quick draw was kicked. Knees a 5, rolls a 6. Orion knees a 4, rolls a 7. Knees a 4, rolls a 5. Stays standing. Heat continues to happen. The Hatchet Man and the Archer are both getting pretty warm. And we are still not doing great with the turn order, but not as bad as it has been in the past. That is unfortunate, though. All right, it's time to do some exposing. Oh no, there is a hex on fire. I just noticed. That's not good. That's not good. Applesauce, you are currently on fire. Please stop doing that. Okay, you are at height. You're level 1. That's level 2. That's what I wanted to know. You know, kind of want to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, the tank reinforcements came in. That's what happened. Okay, got it. Got it, got it. That's less than fortunate. I was hoping I would have one more turn, but miscounted. Oh, well, it is round 6, so that makes sense. Well, don't care about the swarms in this case. Let's see what we can do to this archer because I would like it to be dead now. Just a lot dead. That's all. Not asking for much here. And then we'll see what we can do about this quick draw. Maybe we can also make it a lot dead. And maybe our powers combined, we can do bad things to many things. Minerva might have a bad day, though. That is not at all what I was wanting. Well, the enemy champion put an AC 10 into our Orion's left arm, medium laser into the center torso, medium laser to the left torso, small laser to the left arm, and a small laser to the left leg, as well as 3 dead fires going into the center torso, left arm, and left arm, doing 3 damage a pop. Our Kerensky into the quick draw puts a medium laser into the left arm, missed with the PPC, the SRM, and the Gauss rifle because it loves me. Enemy Thunderbolt into the Orion. Put a PPC into the center torso. Missed with everything else. Longbow firing at the Behemoth. Landed 9 LRMs, doing 5 to the front, as well as 4 to the left side, doing moderate motive damage. Then lands another 12 LRMs, doing 5 to the turret, 5 to the front, and 2 to the left side. No motive damage. 3 more hit going into the front. And lastly, 5 more go in, critting and locking the turret. Oh, sorry, that was a medium laser. And then 4 more go in, doing 4 to the left side, causing heavy motive damage, but the last medium laser misses. Our Crusader into the Archer hits with 2 SRMs, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left arm. Medium pulse goes into the left arm, medium pulse to the center torso, and a medium pulse to the right torso. Allied Lancelot into the Mana Core hits with a PPC to the front. AC 5 goes into the front. Another AC 5 goes into the front. It's down to 17 armor. The enemy Crusader into our Crusader. Oh no, that's not good. Puts a medium laser into the right arm, medium laser into the left leg. Streak goes in. Both missiles obviously hit. We take a center torso hit, critting on the gyro. Another 2 goes into the left arm. Then 5 LRMs hit, doing 5 to the center torso. Allied Orion going into the Mana Core. Puts an AC 10 into the front, as well as 6 Deadfire LRMs, doing 5 to the front, 5 to the left side, and 2 to the front. The enemy Archer into the Crusader hits with a medium laser to the right torso, medium laser left torso. SRM hits with 3, and does 2 to the right leg, 2 to the left leg, and 2 to the left arm of our Crusader. The Vedette puts an AC 5 into our Ostrok's right arm. Our Orion missed the AC 10, puts a medium laser into the head of the Archer, causing one more hit against the pilot. War Dog puts a medium pulse into the left arm of the Orion, but the big money missed with the Gauss rifle. The enemy quick draw against our Crusader puts a medium laser into the right torso, medium laser into the center torso, missed with the other things. A Mana Core firing at the Ostrok puts a large pulse into the right leg. The Streak goes in, doing 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left leg, and they hit with 5 of their 6 SRMs, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the right leg, 2 to the center torso. Well, really, just a total of 2, 4, 6 to center torso, 2 to the right leg, 2 to the left leg, but they missed with the LRM. And the Archer takes a medium laser into the head, destroying the head. So the Archer is now gone. Goodbye, Command Mech. Mana Core puts a medium laser into our Ostrok's center torso, as well as 6 Deadfires going in, doing a total of 5 to the left arm and 5 to the right leg, with 2 to the right arm. The Vedette puts an AC 5 into the Ostrok center torso. Our Crusader into the quick draw lands 2 SRMs, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right torso, a medium pulse into the right torso, critting on the jump jet, another medium pulse into the center torso, and a medium pulse into the left leg, medium laser into the right arm. Our Orion into the Archer doesn't really matter. Warhammer firing at the Orion puts PPC into the center torso. Our Ostrok into the Crusader puts a medium laser into the right leg, medium laser into the left arm, critting on a double heat sink. Then the Streak goes in, doing 2 to the head, and then another 2 to the left leg. The other Streak goes in, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right leg. The Behemoth finally lands some hits, puts an AC 10 into the right arm of the Crusader, AC 10 into the right arm. Then the LRM, ooh, man, that is a bummer. Hits with 3 dead fires, destroying the right arm of the Crusader and doing 1 to the left torso. That's not good. That's really not good. Then 3 more Deadfire LRMs hit, doing a total of 6 to the center torso. 4 more Deadfires go in, doing 5 to the center torso, 3 to the right arm, 3 to the right torso. And 2 more Deadfire LRMs go in, doing 4 to the left leg. The Kerensky lands a Gauss rifle against the Crusader's right torso, critting with no effect twice, but missed with everything else. The Hatchet Man misses. The Crusader took 60 damage, ends up failing the second piloting check after the gyro gets hit as well. So they fall onto the rear, doing 5 to the center torso, rear 1 to the left leg, and the pilot takes a hit. Not great. Everybody else stays standing, though. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okie doke. Thank you for your patience. Let's do the things. Here we go. I think that you deserve a punch and a kick and a kick. This pilot is just not doing well. The quick draw does kick the left leg of the Kerensky is down to 10. Arm of Crusader kicks the right leg of the quick draw, doing 13 damage down to 3 internal structure and critting on the upper leg. The Ostrock kicks the left leg of the Crusader is down to 7 internal structure, critting with no effect. The Hatchetman missed. Quick draw failed their roll eventually. Fell on the left side, doing 5 to the left arm, critting on the upper arm. Crusader needed a 4, rolled a 3, ends up falling onto their left side, doing 5 to the left torso, 1 to the left arm. It's all internal structure there. The Kerensky was kicked, needs a 4, rolls a 5. Cool. This is a good deal. Now, the downside is this Crusader needs to very quickly not be where it is, because it's not in a good spot. And really what I need to do is I just need to ignore that behemoth over there, because it's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. Here's the hoping. And the gyro kicks me in the butt. Ah, man, that's tough. I think we just do this, though. Oh, good. And you fell again. That's nice. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I saw that one coming. So the quick draw ran away. That's 2 out of the 5 that we need to deal with. Why would I do that when I can just do something like this instead? I really just do that. Yeah, this is what I was a little worried about, because especially without being able to jump, this is not a great spot to be. But you can at least step down over there and hope for the best. You definitely need to back up. This is not going to be our finest turn. So the Crusader fell a couple times and did some damage to itself, but fortunately, no damage to the pilot. That, honestly, I think that Crusader we just need to withdraw because it is rough. It's not technically disabled yet, but it's trying. It's trying awful hard. Oh man, that's a bummer. I can't really fire because I only have the one arm to prop myself up. Yeah, nope, not a whole lot to do. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do. Oops. All right, and then oofda. All right. Well, I think maybe we just try to deal with the hatchet man. Well, so we'll spread the longbow out a little bit thin, but I think that overall we should be able to deal with the Crusader. I'm hoping that with all of the outbound stuff that we've got right now, I'm hoping that the champion is no problem. So really what we need to do is we just need to try to get something else dead. And I would prefer to get something like the War Dog dead because I'd like to salvage that instead. However, probably a lot smarter for me to get the low hanging fruit and walk away and try to get the hatchet man. The darter missed, Warhammer missed, the enemy hatchet man puts the LB-10X with 10 pellets. All 10 pellets go into the Orion, doing damage to places and things and stuff. Manticore puts a large pulse into the Kerensky center torso rear. Then 4 SRMs go in, doing 2 to the left torso rear, 2 to the left leg, 2 to the right leg, 2 to the left arm. The LRM hits with all 10 missiles, doing 5 to the right arm, 5 to the center torso rear, down to 19 internal structure. The Lancelot into the champion misses. Our Crusader into the enemy Warhammer hits with the LRM-10 with 6 missiles, doing 5 to the right arm, 1 to the right leg. Our Kerensky against the Warhammer missed, naturally. The champion against the Crusader hits with a medium laser into the left torso. The allied Orion misses with everything. Flashman misses with everything. Allied Quick Draw misses with everything. The Thunderbolt. The enemy Thunderbolt puts PPC into the Orion's left torso and a medium laser into the left arm, critting on a medium laser. It's down to 6 internal structure. The then miss with the SRM. The Vedette hits the Orion with an AC5 in the center torso. Behemoth doing bad things once again. Puts an AC10 into the right leg of the Orion, AC10 into the right torso. SRM6 hits with 4 missiles, doing 2 to the left arm, 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left leg. And LRM5 hits with 2 dead fires, doing 4 to the right torso. The Kerensky against the champion puts a medium laser into the right leg. Snubnose goes into the right torso, critting on the AC10. SRM hits with a single missile into the right arm. War Dog lands a gauze rifle into the right arm of the Orion. Ow. Large pulse into the center torso, and then a medium pulse into the right torso. Applesauce puts medium laser into the Hatchet Man's right torso, and AC10 into the right leg. Ostrak against the Crusader puts an ER large in the left leg, but that gets absorbed. Then ER large into the right leg, which gets absorbed. That's irritating. Longbow, however, puts 6 LRMs into the Crusader, doing 5 to the right torso, 1 to the center torso. Then another 16 LRMs hit, doing 5 to the left arm, 5 to the right torso, destroying the right torso, blowing off the right arm, and transfers the center torso because it had an XL engine, also destroys the engine. So, goodbye, Crusader. All that being done, it's gone. Orion into the Hatchman. AC-10 lands into the center torso. Medium laser to the left torso. Vedette puts an AC-5 to the Orion's left leg. The champion took 20 damage. Needs 5 rolls and 11. The Hatchetman took 20 damage. Needs 7 rolls and 8. Kerensky needs 4 rolls and 8. Orion needs 8 rolls and 9. Okay, well, that was not nearly as successful against the champion as I was hoping, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. So just an overview currently, we still have all of our units in play, which is neat. However, we do have one with heavy damage, one with medium damage. The Op4 are down 3 units. They still have their mech commander as well as their officer, so we need to destroy 2 more units. Woof. Naturally, took more damage. That's fine. It's kind of annoying that you're falling down every single time, but that's okay. That's fine. No bigs. Honestly, just close the distance. You know, it's a very brave place for that little scout car to be. Hmm. Should be able to see him. That's the big thing. Can you see the champion? Wow. Rolled 2 2s. Out of 3 rolls, rolled a 2, rolled an 11, rolled a 2. Oof. Well, actually, out of 5 rolls, rolled a 2, rolled a 6, rolled an 11, rolled a 2, rolled a 6. That is a really big bummer. Might as well. All right, so let's make sure that the champion knows that we're thinking of them and that they have not been forgotten. Yeah, I know. Just so beautiful. It brings a tear to your eye or something. That's interesting. It shows that I don't have line of sight. That is very, very interesting. Hmm. I was wondering. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. So from here to here, start here. Hmm. So you're at height 1. You're at height what? 0? 0. Start and distance. No, this is the first time I pulled it up, and so I don't actually quite know how it works. So start. Do I just type in 2715? Oh, hold on. Wait, do I do this? Hmm. Hmm. Select 2 hexes to display elevation diagram. Okay. Cool. So 1, 2, 1. Okay, cool. And 2. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's neat. Okay. So something that's not super intuitive is you have to hold control to get things to go into here. All right. That is very interesting. That is super cool. That is super duper cool. And it shows you everything in between. That is awesome. Okay, cool beans. I like this. I like it. That is neat. So yeah, this is the new line of sight rules that or the new line of sight diagram that Hammer, if you weren't paying attention, just announced on the Discords. So if you go to the announcements page, you'll be able to see where he talked about all of the cool new things with the new line of sight board, which is Honestly, this is super cool. I like it. I think I might end up using this a lot more. Okay, cool. Anyways, what to do. Kind of want to just shoot the hatchet man to crap. And I think I might just do exactly that. So hopefully we can get the champion out. It would be great if we could get the Warhammer out. That would bring a lot of joy. Might as well go ham. Let's see. So the enemy Warhammer at the Crusader puts PPC into the left arm, medium laser into the right arm, and a small laser into the right leg. Machine gun goes into the right arm. Then finally puts some SRMs in, hitting with 3 dead fires, doing 3 to left arm, left torso, and right leg. War Dog firing at the longbow, misses with everything. Hatchet Man misses. Champion misses. Allied Quick Draw misses. The enemy Thunderbolt misses. Manticore firing at the Orion puts a large pulse in the center torso. Streak misses. SRM 6 misses. LRM 10 hits with all 10 missiles, doing 5 to the right torso and 5 to the left torso of the Orion against Applesauce. Allied Lancelot misses. The Vedette puts an AC 5 into the Ostrok's left arm, critting on the hand. The Kerensky firing at the Warhammer puts a medium laser into the right leg, medium laser into the right arm. SRM 4 hits with 3 missiles. Finally, it hits with something, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left torso. Oh my. And then the Gauss rifle, it goes through the right torso. Did I shoot with the... Oh, I did hit with the PPC into the left torso. Okay. Vedette firing at the Orion hits the right leg. Orion firing at the Champion puts an AC 10 into the right arm, critting with no effect. The LRM 15 misses. Flashman firing at the Champion misses. Orion firing at the Champion missed the AC 10, hits with the LRM 15 firing dead fires with 9 dead fires, doing 5 to the right torso, 5 to the center torso, 5 to the right torso, critting on the AC 10 ammo, causing it to go boom. So that is bad for the pilot. So the right torso goes boom. Center torso goes down to 3 internal structure, critting on the engine as well. Pilot ejects after taking 2 hits. Center torso has 3 internal structure with 4 armor. So that's exciting. The Darter puts a machine gun into the Orion's right torso. That's adorable. And manages to crit on the AC 10. That is adorable. I'm not even mad. That's just adorable. The longbow with the hatchet man needs a 6, rolls a 5, needs a 6, rolls a 3, needs a 6, rolls a 5, needs an 8, rolls a 6, needs a 6, rolls a 6, landing a total of 3 out of 30 LRMs into the right torso. Cool. Kerensky into the Champion. Misses the PPC after needing a 5, rolls a 3. SRM needs a 9, rolls a 7. Gauss rifle hits, going into the left arm, destroying the left arm, transferring 5 to the left torso, missed the medium laser. Behemoth hits with 3 dead fires, 3 dead fire LRMs, doing 5 to the right torso and 1 to the center torso of the Orion, missed with everything else. Ostrok against the Champion hits with both ER larges, doing a total of 8 to the left leg, another 8 to the left leg, down to 11 internal structure. Crusader with the Warhammer puts 3 SRMs in, doing 2 to the left leg, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right arm, medium pulse to the right leg, medium pulse into the head, medium pulse into the right arm, medium laser into the right leg, and a medium laser to the left torso, destroying the left torso, blowing off the left arm, transferring a little of the center torso. Applesauce against the champion puts a medium laser into the center torso down to 2 internal structure. So scared. Critting on the engine, and then critting on the small laser. So the Warhammer took 60 damage, needs an 8, rolls a 3, takes 5 to the head, down to 1 internal structure. The pilot takes another hit. Applesauce took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls a 6. The Crusader took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls a 9. Would have been great if we could have just taken off the head of the Warhammer, but instead we'll just kick the crap out of it. So Warhammer, 15 damage to the right arm, destroying the right arm. Transferring a little to the right torso. Then we destroy the right torso, transferring a little to the center torso. There's not a lot left of that Warhammer. It might be able to get up still, though. All right, heat happens. Nobody's super hot except for the Warhammer, who's just a little warm with 6 heat. And otherwise, again, our rolls are not phenomenal, but doing a little better now with them not having the command mech. Oh, it managed to stand and walk away. It's magical. So very magical. Okay, so the Crusader just ditched. This dude will either ditch or run away, one of the two, which means slash victory, because that is 5 out of 5 that we needed. And what I would love to do now is to completely immobilize the behemoth so it can't go anywhere and we can capture it. That would bring joy. I'll just do that. Yeah, he ran away. That's okay, though. Okay, let's see what we can do here. That's a bummer. I was hoping I'd be able to see something, but I can't. Well, we'll just try to immobilize a few vehicles. That's going to be the main goal for this round without, us dying. And then that'll be that for this round. So I started listening to a new book series, not even related to Battletech at all. But at the recommendations of one of my friends from residency, I started listening to it. If you haven't already started listening to it at all, Dungeon Crawler Carl, great book series. In 2 weeks, I've listened to the first 4 books, and now I'm on the 5th book. I'm slightly a lot addicted. Like a lot addicted. A lot addicted. That's okay. That's fine. Do that one. And normally, I am not a fan of like lit RPGs. Just not interesting to me at all. But this one, really good. Very, very entertaining. I'll do that. So the Vedette hits the Ostrak with an AC 5, doing 2 to the right arm. Enemy Thunderbolt missed the Ostrak, and our Crusader into the Manicore misses. Our Ostrak into the Vedette hits with an ER large, causing heavy motive damage. Then another ER large goes into the right side, doing more motive damage. And the medium laser goes in, doing 5 to the right side. There's 5 armor remaining. The longbow firing at the Behemoth misses with a whole bunch of stuff. It hasn't moved for turns, and we missed. Oof. Okay. Well, we hit with 3 LRMs into the turret. It's down to 28 armor. Then medium laser hits the front. The Vedette puts an AC 5 into the Kerensky's right leg. Manicore firing at the Ostrak puts a large pulse into the left torso. Streak goes in, doing 2 to the right arm, another 2 to the right arm. SRM 6 hits with 4 missiles, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right torso, 2 to the left torso. Allied Lancelot into the Vedette. Hits with an AC 5 into the right side down to 0 armor. Orion into the Vedette puts LRM 15 in. 9 missiles hit, doing 5 to the front and 4 to the turret. Orion into the Manicore misses. And an Allied quick draw to the War Dog hits with the LRM 10, hitting with a whole 3 missiles, doing 5 to the left torso, 1 to the center torso. War Dog at the quick draw misses. Our Crusader at the Manicore hits the LRM 10 with 8 missiles, doing 5 to the rear and 3 to the right side, immobilizing that vehicle. Another LRM 10 hits, doing 5 to the rear, 3 to the front. The Darter misses the flashbang. Behemoth firing at the longbow hits with an AC 10 to the right leg, AC 10 into the right arm. And a single Deadfire hits, doing 2 to the right torso. Oof, that was Deadfire Incendiary. That's not nice at all. Flashman misses with everything. Allied Orion misses with most things, but hits the Manicore with some LRMs, doing 5 to the turret, 5 to the right side, 5 to the right side, and 3 to the right side. Then our Kerensky into the Vedette hits with the snub nose into the turret, damage to the stabilizer. Gauss rifle goes into the front, down to 0 armor. Longbow took 20 damage, stays standing. Ostrak also took 20 damage and stays standing. The darter got kicked and explodes. Flashman missed the kick, falls down. That's about it. And that, as they say, is that. Now, the big thing to look at is going to be that behemoth to see what its movement speed is, because it kind of looks like the movement speed is 0. I have a 0. That means it didn't run away. If it didn't run away, we might have a behemoth in our future. We do need some replacement tanks after all. No, and yes, and sure. I control the field. For he who controls the spice controls the universe. Okay. Oh man, we have to see how badly Madeline was hurt. So the Thunderbolt, let's take a look. So where is it? The Behemoth is recoverable. Ooh, we can get a yes. All right, let's look at the Vedette really quick. So yeah, it came down to 3.5. This Vedette came down to 5.8. All right, cool beans. Cool beans. Most of these things are repairable, which is really great. Pretty much everything is repairable, actually. I love that. That's fine. We did the things. Finish it up. And oh, I forgot we didn't have great salvage on this one. Well, this archer, honestly, you swap it out for some double heat sinks and you do a couple other things in life is fine. So I think we should probably take the archer. Crusader I'm less excited about. I really want the behemoth. And then a couple of mana cores would be awesome. We might only be able to get one though. What's the difference between the two? So this one, that's our standard Manticore. And then this one's the one with the heavy pulse, right? Or the large pulse, yeah. I think I'll just take the good old Manticore. We'll just do this, and it'll be fine. All right. We will have to see how Madeline did. Or what happened to Madeline. Abdominal burns. Okay. Totes fine. Not a big deal. Everything is great here. This is fine. Everything is fine. Now then, with that, let's go ahead and make sure that we're repairing all the things. Great. We'll go ahead and advance the day of the diversionary engagement. Did anybody come home? Yeah, everybody came home. Who, buddy? I feel like some of those folks shouldn't have come home yet, but that's okay. We will tackle that problem later. So this one, I really just don't care about. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Let's just throw... We'll throw Tango there and commit. We're not going to do any more scouting just yet until we get to the next month. Because I think we have we have a couple of more months that we can still do the things. But I don't want to trigger a whole pile of scenarios while half of my forces are out for repairs. That just seems like a really bad idea. I can repair you, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Whoops. Okay, cool. Yes, we can advance a day. Continue as ordered. Okay, that's all fine. Let's continue repairing all the things. All of the things. Okay, that is all fine. Let's take a look at this again. So the picket line breakthrough is what we have pending right now. And this one, so we'll be able to take 4 victories. We'll have a refused engagement, which is going to really work against us, but we'll do 2 fleet and beings. No big deal. Call it a day. Also, Tango Lance definitely should not have come back just yet. Whoops. Here we go. Good deal. I probably have enough armor in stock. I only have 10,000 points. Advance the day, continue as ordered, and turnover check. Let's see how bad it is. Nobody wants to leave, which is neat. Oh, that's so great. Okay. So our performance was a victory. We were +1 point overall. We rolled a 9. The enemy force is wavering. Both sides are evenly matched with neither gaining clear advantages. Skirmishes will continue, but the outcome remains uncertain. Oh, well, we can get a warrior attack helicopter, but honestly, 3 support points is way more than what I want to bid. We're not going to do it. Hey, so I'm going to have to look at something here really quick. Personnel, mech warriors. Okay, cool. All that's still there. These 2 should be warrant ones. Oh, that's what the problem was. Ah, well, campaign options. We'll just have to bring in our custom rank system. That's what I forgot to do. Human resources. Biography. Rank system. No, it's right there. That's awkward. Oops. Here we go. That was weird. Okay. Cool beans. So you still have some abdominal burns. Those should have been fixed by now. You must have had some bad rolls. Well, so we had a whole bunch of people gaining some vocational XP. We've got the unit market updated. We'll take a look at that in a minute. It's currently a stalemate. Good deal. And then, who are you? The person I think you are? Yes, you are. Okay, great. Cool. Good deal. Things have happened. We got a little bit of money. So we got paid our 14 million C bills. And yeah, it's nice that we're actually getting paid a little bit this time around. We're making 12 million C bills per month, assuming that we don't mess things up. But with all that being said and done, let's go ahead and start wandering around the map and seeing what we can find. Are these guys just like not able to repair this? Well, why is the target impossible? Did we have somebody fail horribly multiple times? Oh, it's stuck in a loop. Oh, 12 minutes left. Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, I should have seen, the symbol. It told me that that's exactly what was happening. Oops. Big money. That is right. 12 million closer to a billion. All right, let's look at the unit market. What do we got? Well, there's a good old Locust and Orion. I mean, there's an Orion. There's an Orion. Not saying anything. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the Orion. Stinger, Vulcan, Cicada, and Crusader. Just normal stuff. Vehicles. There's an APC, a couple BRVs. There's a Brutus. And then there's the Demolisher. Always a good time. Not a whole lot there that I really care too much about. Although that Goblin's actually really nice. When you talk about bang for the buck, that is really nice. And you get 3 tons of infantry carrying capacity. That's not too shabby. It'd be great if it was, 4 tons, but what are you going to do? I might just go ahead and get the goblins because having a little bit of armor with a large pulse laser and an anti-missile system is actually not a bad way to go. And all for under 4 million civils for 2 of them. Yeah, not bad at all. We'll just do that. It'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. There wasn't anything big, right? No. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start wandering around the map and see what happens. Found a tank base. Okay, cool beans. Well, I think it's time for us to take a tank base or two. Now, I do need to see for tanks. Okay, the Demolisher's being refitted. We're 30 days out. The Behemoth is all fixed up now. And that would actually be really nice to take into, I don't know, a tank base. How are my vehicle crew numbers doing? Not great. You know, after this contract, I'm going to start testing Psycho's blob crews, I think. So, for those of you who don't know, I think I mentioned this the last time. So, one of the developers, Psycho Monkey, because the Battletech rules are very nebulous over like vehicle crews. They don't talk about how many people are actually required or anything like that, except for role playing purposes. And it's just that your vehicle has a a skill rating of 4.5 or 4.4 or whatever the case might be, and so there's a new option for using temporary soldiers, battle armor, so on and so forth. So essentially, uh, what you need, from my understanding, is that you need the commander of that unit, and then everybody else is notionalized. They're temporary, kind of like temporary Aztecs or temporary medics or anything like that. They're notionalized, and so you still have to pay for them and do those things, but you're not maintaining them in the same way. And so all you're maintaining are your commanders of each unit, which I want to try that, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of a contract. Anyways, so much to do in so little time. Now I know I'm in the middle of, doing things and stuff. So I'd be shooting for an 8 plus. We'll just wait till the end of the contract. That's fine. Now then, for Alpha Lance, we've still got. We're down to one armored unit, just the Brutus. Well, that's fine, I guess. Then we've got the awesome Marauder. Ostrock is still out for the count, though, because it still doesn't have a right arm. How long until the right arm is done? Or do I just send in somebody like Bravo? I mean, that's kind of what Bravo is there for, is to do an assault like this. Do that with like Asteroid. They can walk in the front door and kick in their teeth, maybe. Also, Doreen fuck. Let's take a look at some stuff here. Miss Doreen. You have 4 XP. That's Redonkadonks. Let's put a slightly more experienced mech warrior into the Kerensky, because it makes me sad every time I see that. Yeah, I would prefer a 4.5 over a 5.4 pilot for sure. Sign, none. And actually, you're probably a little short, aren't you? No, you can be a 4.4. Very well. Okay. I'm sure I was saving that XP for something. I don't know what it was, though. Okay, cool. There we go. So yeah, definitely Bravo Lance with Asteroid coming to do some support and call it a day. And then Alpha Lance when it's all finally said and done. And let's go ahead and bring the battle armor. Is there anything I need to bring from anywhere else? I don't think so. That should be fine. Let's take a look to see if we really need. Oh, I don't think we probably need the friends. Well, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Because we have to destroy 75% of the MekMek Op 4 and tank garrison. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the commander is 8. So we got to destroy 4 of them. And the big thing I'm worried about is that blaze gun. That's going to be annoying. I mean, the smart move is just walk in with overwhelming firepower and then don't worry about it. That's probably what we should do then. Let's set cancel. Let's set asteroid lance to being maneuver. Deploy asteroid. Reinforce instantly and bada bee, bada boom. Oof. Yeah. Cool. Roll to 3. Good deal. Good deal. Well, when is this happening? This is on the 5th. I probably shouldn't have deployed that unit yet. Oh well. Now I have a question. Unless there's something really good here, we're going to turn it down. Yeah. Okay, good. I was just looking to make sure that these dudes didn't just automatically come home because there was a lot of stuff coming home early. Why did you fail? Do better. So we can risk it on a 7 and be done today. Cool. There we go. And then cool. Great. That is all done. Let's continue going forward a couple of days here. Forward one more day. Time for the base attack thing or Bob or whatever. Let's go ahead and keep on looking around just a little bit. Convoy interdiction. Well, actually, before I look around, because every time one of these spawns, it's going to be including this tank base. So why don't we hold off on doing that? Of course, convoy interdiction is essential, naturally. All right, well, to start off with, for this one, do we get rid of the rain or the dusk or dawn or both? Well, that's not useful. Great, cool. We just made things worse. So, a hidden enemy control facility has been identified for destruction. This installation is too valuable to remain in enemy hands, and its defenders must be eliminated to ensure it is no longer operational. Your mission is to destroy at least 75% of the defending forces. This is not an occupation, this is an eradication. The priority is destruction, not capture. Do not concern yourself with securing the facility. The enemy will fight to protect this installation, but their defenses will crumble under sustained pressure. Crush their forces, level their defenses, and ensure that when this battle is over, the facility is of no use to anyone. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. If the facility remains salvageable after the assault, we will destroy it. The enemy will be left with nothing but ruins. Execute with overwhelming force and leave no doubt who owns the battlefield. Cool. Great. 75%. Must kill. We're probably going to play this battle, and then we'll probably be done for the night, honestly. Commands drop. Let's bring recovery Bravo. We'll bring recovery A. Confirm. Grab like an extra dude just for funsies. Okay. Now let's just make sure. Configure. Okay, great. And go. Well, that should be fun. Should be very exciting. We're not going to do any minefields because it doesn't make sense to lay those when you're the attacker. Cool beans. Well, do I know you? No, but I'm not too terribly concerned about it either. We've got a laser carrier, which is fine, and the vedette, which is fine. Where's the blaze turret? You're the light bombard. You're the blaze turret. Where's the other one? 1, 2. Has it been placed yet? Might not have been placed yet. So I don't really want to hit. I don't love this at all. Well, I'm thinking just do something like this. And then we can go sprinting on in and try to overwhelm the battle master. Battle armor. What to do? I mean, honestly, the battle armor just needs to like hop its way straight over, I think. Battle armor forever. Yeah. I'm still learning how to use the thing, so they're probably going to die really terrible, horrible deaths. But they'll have died gloriously in battle, I guess. Well, probably something like that. Well, I guess we're going to dump all the Kerenskys on the east side here. Cataphract. Honestly, going down there. I think that's true. Especially IS battle armor, very lore accurate, right? Ooh, no, don't do that. Let's see if I can figure out how to get my battle armor to assault turrets again. I think you should be able to. In fact, I'm going to look something up really quick. Kerpow. Sorry, I'm just reading up on Psycho's changes really quick. Just looking really quick. I thought it was. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where it was. Helps if you look in the right channel. Definitely helps if you look in the right channel. And if I can't find it in a second, I'll just I'll do it live. Okay, here it is. Okay, well, whatever. We'll do it live. It's fine. Yeah, well, I think so. It should be in the Nightlies because it should already be implemented where battle armor can assault turrets. It's just that I have to remember how to do it. which might create some challenges, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Oof, no, that's also not good. Jump on it. Well, maybe you just hang out there and shoot the, what is that? Crusader? I think it's Crusader. Yeah, it's Crusader. Okay, so just close the distance with all of the things, and hopefully we don't regret our life decisions. I don't think it'll matter, but sure. Oh my goodness, it wants me to assign all of the spotlights. Okay, so I can either, hold on, we have 55 ton dervish on a CF 86 building. Can I do, whoops, can I do 31 damage? 5, 10, 15, 20, 28, not most likely not. I would have to hit with absolutely everything, and I don't trust. I just don't trust. Oof, but if it's a choice of shooting at nothing and shooting at everything, I will shoot at something. But that makes it much more worth it. So do that. Call that good, and then just do a little bit of this action. Something tells me that this might be a bit of a slog. So we have to destroy 4 things, I think. Oof. Oof, just oof. Not ideal. Well, let's see if we did anything else. The Grasshopper hit a building with most of the things. The Orion completely missed the building, which means we did not succeed in collapsing a building, which is very annoying, honestly. The enemy Crusader missed. The enemy Battle Master hits with a medium laser against the Grasshopper into the right arm, and a medium laser goes to the left leg. We missed. We missed. Our Ostrak hits with both of the ER larges against the Crusader, though, one going into the right arm, one going into the right leg. The Fulcrum puts a large laser into the Kerensky's center torso. Griffin misses. Orion misses. Our Cataphract, ooh, nice, puts a PPC into the Crusader's right leg, critting on the foot in the SRM-6, but missed with the LB-10X. So the Crusader took 20 damage, needs a 7, and rolls a 10. All right, let's see what we can do here. And our turn order is, we're super not great, actually. Literally every single one of their mechs goes after us. I kind of want to hold off on even turning the corner, because I know it's just a single binary laser cannon, but those things hurt, man. So I want to hold off for 2 turns until we can try assaulting that turret, I hope. Really hope. So we're going to have everybody just kind of do a hold, for better or for worse. Whoa, why are you doing what you're doing? I don't want you to move through the hardened building. That just seems silly. Weird. Oh, because I couldn't get high enough to get over it. Got it. That makes more sense. Hoping for the best. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Now, if you back up by 1 hex. Okay, cool. Oh, that's interesting. That's a formatting problem. Need a note. Need notes. Need a note. Okay, cool. There's that. So our Orion fell, kind of did a little skiddy skid, took some damage, took some more damage. Yep, that happened. Wait, hold on. Did both of our Orions fall? Oh, I think okay, got it. I tried to move through a building that I shouldn't have moved through. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and be a sad panda. No big deal. Oh my goodness. Okie dokes. Not a whole lot for me to do there. Oh, this really blows. Like a lot. Really? All right. Well, from the ground, we'll see what we can do, but I don't have any high hopes. And for you, definitely don't have any high hopes here. All right. Does anybody hit? So the fulcrum puts a medium laser into one of our grasshoppers' right torso. Cataphract puts a PPC into the fulcrum's turret down to 30 armor. Battlemaster puts a medium laser into the Orion's right leg. Of which a little bit of that was absorbed by the building. And that's it. Everybody else missed. This might be a long fight. Okay, now then. Oh my gosh, we are just getting demolished in terms of initiative. Okay, so jump on in. And go through. And let's see here. Seems like a bad idea to walk up to an 85-ton mech. You're a 70-ton mech. Not that far off. Especially when you've got another 75-tonner backing you up right behind you. So I think it'll work out. It might work out. It could definitely probably work out. And if the infantry can take that over, that would be pretty great, in my humble opinion. What's the worst that could happen? I could just lose a little battle armor. No big deal, right? They're replaceable. And even if all of them die, as long as I've got the gear, I'm fine. Okay. Okay. It might, I think it's what, a swarm attack? No, can't be that. Is that right? Hmm. Well, let's just try this again. No, can't do that. Maybe I skip. I skip this one. Gross. Hopefully I can hit the Battle Master with a lot of these things. I'm really, really hoping that it works. Otherwise, I'm going to be a very sad panda, I think. Hmm. Oh, we'll see what happens. Well, that's not good. That's really not what I wanted to have happen. Well, so the Grasshopper firing at the Vedette missed. Fulcrum missed. Vedette missed. Ostrak missed. Griffin missed. Orion firing at the building right next to it. Hit a few times. This is good. I think it has to take out 4 more CF, which we can do with a kick. The Grasshopper firing at the Battle Master hits with a medium laser to the left arm, medium laser into the left leg, medium laser into the center torso, and another medium laser into the center torso. Large laser missed. Crusader firing at the Vedette missed. Oh, good. Swarm attack hits. That's exciting. I don't know what that does, but okay. Sounds great. Orion firing at the Battlemaster hits with a medium laser to the left leg. AC-10 hits the right arm. Battlemaster firing at the Grasshopper puts a medium laser into the right arm. Medium laser into the left leg. Machine gun into the left arm. Machine gun to the right arm. SRM hits with 4 dead fires, doing 3 to the left leg, another 3 to the left leg, 3 to the center torso, and 3 to the left arm. The Grasshopper took 20 damage. Need an 8, rolled a 4. This is a really bad pilot. Okay, great, awesome. The Battlemaster, however, stays standing. Isn't that great? Okay, so I was really hoping that no, you can't do that, but you can do that. I was really hoping to be able to kick the Battlemaster, but instead the Battlemaster's going to kick me. So the Orion kicks the building. The Battlemaster kicks the Grasshopper in the right torso, doing 17 damage. So the building the Griffin was standing on collapses. Griffin takes 5 damage from debris. Then it falls 3 levels, doing a total of 19 damage, doing 5 to the left leg, critting with no effect, 5 to the left torso, another 5 to the left torso, and 4 to the left leg. The pilot avoids damage. Okay, then. Well, I'm going to stop messing around and just come around the corner and assault everything right here. Because right now I've got like half of my units completely out of the fight, which is not a great way to be, especially when we keep on losing initiative this badly. Oh my gosh. And I've got pilots who can't do anything. For real. Finally managed to stand up. Isn't that nice? Okay. So time to stop messing around and just go around the corner. Here's the hoping. Of course. Of course you can't roll a 5. This is fine. Why would I expect that anybody could, succeed on a piloting roll? This assault is very quickly turning into disaster. Hmm. It's so depressing. So very, very depressing. Well, we'll just fire everything at this Crusader in hopes that maybe. Oh, right. Because you're in the prone position because you don't know how to walk. Got it. I forgot. My bad. Anyways, fire everything that we can at this Crusader in hopes that we just convince him to die this turn. That would be pretty handy. Especially with the donation of an AC-20 round. If it can find its way into his head, that would be even gooder. Reprimands. No, being an idiot is not a reason. No, it's fine. All right, there we go. Cool. Well, there's no point in wasting ammo on a 13. And here is to hoping. Aha! Okay, I think that we did good things. Maybe, possibly. So our Kerensky against the Griffin puts medium laser into the left leg and this PPC into the right arm, critting on the shoulder and the upper arm. Then we hit with 3 SRMs, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left torso, 1 to the right torso. Gauss rifle misses though. Womp womp. Grasshopper to the Battlemaster, missed with everything except the large laser, which hit the center torso. Crusader firing the Cataphract, hits with a medium laser into the left torso. Machine gun hits the right leg, and machine gun hits the left arm. Then finally, 2 Deadfire SRMs hit, doing 3 to the center torso and 3 to the left leg. Crusader firing at the enemy Crusader puts a medium pulse into the right torso, medium laser into the right torso, and a medium pulse into the right leg, critting on the right leg with no effect. Grasshopper, the Crusader, missed with everything. Dervish firing at the Orion, missed. Ostrock firing at the Crusader, hits with an ER large to the left torso, ER large into the left arm, and a medium laser into the left arm. Victor firing at the Crusader. I think here's the money shot, but medium laser into the right arm, medium laser into the right leg. Aha! And then an AC-20 into the right arm, destroying the right arm, transferring to the right torso. Then the swarm attack or the leg attack hits the left leg, doing 4 damage to the left leg. It really wasn't that much, but okay. Blah, blah, blah. Battlemaster puts medium laser into the Grasshopper's right leg, machine gun into the left torso. Another machine gun into the center torso. Then 3 Deadfire SRMs hit, doing 3 to the left arm, 3 to the left right torso, and 3 to the center torso. The dudes get hit with some flak. Blaze turret goes into the Cataphract right arm, doing 12 damage, but misses with most other things. The SRM-6 hits with 4 missiles, doing 2 to the left arm, center torso, and right arm. The Fulcrum puts a large laser into the Grasshopper's left leg and a medium laser into the left torso. Orion into the Griffin hits with a medium laser into the right arm and an AC-10 into the right torso. Griffin misses. Cataphract puts medium pulse into the Crusader center torso, PPC into the right arm, which goes to the right torso, medium pulse into the center torso, and the LB-10X goes in, crits on the LRM-15 ammo. Pilot takes a couple of hits, ends up blacking out, ejects, destroys the right torso, center torso down to 6 internal structure. Drillson misses. Griffin needs an 8, rolls a 6, fails, falls over onto the front, doing 5 to the left leg, critting on the foot. Cataphract, really, that's surprising. Took 20 damage, needs a 5, rolls a 4, falls to the left side, does 5 to the left arm, 1 to the left torso. And the Grasshopper, unsurprisingly, needs an 8, rolls a 7, falls to the right side, doing 5 to the right torso, 1 to the center torso, and the pilot takes a hit. What do you know? What do you know? It's fine. Everything is fine. Fortunately, we can rapidly, hopefully, come around and help our friends. So the Kerensky kicks the Griffin, does 15 to the left leg, destroying the left leg, transferring a little to the left torso. Dervish kicks the Kerensky in the left leg, down to 21 armor. Battlemaster kicks the Grasshopper in the right leg, down to 13 internal structure. The Orion kicks the Dervish in the left leg, down to 0. Dervish was kicked, needs a 6, rolls a 4, falls and damages the center torso, and the pilot takes a hit. Kerensky needs a 5, rolls a 3. It also falls down. It's like a giant game of dominoes. Does 5 to the right torso, 1 to the left leg. That pilot avoids damage. My goodness. Everybody's laying down on the job. Well, fortunately, we've actually got some stuff that goes late this time around. And the Battlemaster and Dervish are 2 of the first ones to go, which is what I really, really wanted to have happen. now in this case, let's turn off. No, not that one. All right, I guess we're risking force. Looks like we made it. So we'll stand up carefully. We'll face towards the people. Oof. Do I risk a 6, a 5, and a 5? Yeah. That was a bad idea. But we made it. We got out of there. That Griffin is still stuck being prone, which is not great for him. Not the ideal situation to be in. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Well, let's see what we can't do here. Oh, I didn't realize you were standing right in front of a stupid turret. And fire all the things into the turret. The Griffin needs to die, die, die. Oh, 9s? That sucks, man. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Cool. Victor puts beam laser into the Fulcrum's right side. Crew stunned. Missed with all the other things. Dervish firing at the Orion. Hits with the beam laser into the center torso. Missed with the SRMs. Battlemaster. Ooh. Puts medium laser into the Orion's right torso. Medium laser right arm. Medium laser right arm. Medium laser left leg. Machine gun into the right torso. And 2 dead fires hit. 1 to the left leg. 1 to the right arm. Cataphract shoots the building. Uh, yeah, shoots the building. It's not going to be a lot left of it, though. Interesting. Then we shoot more of a building and more of a building. The Kerensky into the Griffin puts a medium laser into the left torso, medium laser center torso, PPC into the left arm. The SRM hits with 2 missiles, doing 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left torso. The Gauss rifle destroys the left torso, transferring some to the center torso. It's down to 17 internal structure. The Ostrak does bad things to a building. The Vedette firing at the Grasshopper hits with an AC-5 into the left arm. The Blaze turret hits the Crusader in the right torso with the Blaze cannon and hits with 2 Inferno missiles. And then 5 SRMs hit, doing 2 to the right leg, 2 to the right arm, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right leg, and 2 to the right arm. Another 3 SRMs hit, doing 2 to the left torso, left arm, and right arm. The Fulcrum hits with a large laser into the Kerensky's left arm. The battle armor missed the swarm attack by 1. Orion, firing at the Griffin, puts an AC-10 into the center torso, critting on the gyro, medium laser into the left arm that goes all the way to the center torso, doing a double crit on the engine. Guessing he fell over and then died, or the Grasshopper killed him. Flak turret peppers the Cataphract a little bit. And then the Grasshopper destroys the center torso. The Orion needs a 6, rolls a 6. Crusader needs a 6, rolls a 7. Everybody stays standing. Finally. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Oh, well. No way to go back. The Dervish kicks the Kerensky, doing 11 to the right leg. The Orion kicks the Dervish in the right leg, doing 15 damage. The Dervish was kicked, needs a 6, rolls an 8. Orion needs a 5, rolls a 9. And we go right back to having a terrible turn order. Okay, great. That's great. Need to destroy 2 more things. That's it. 2 more things. The Dervish is just going to jump away. I know it. That's a choice. Oops. Let's let you chill. Did I just skip a fire? I did. I did. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate because I really need to not skip that. You know, one quality of life feature, honestly, would be having a pop up like starting this phase, starting this phase. Maybe there is something like that. Hold on. Round report. Hmm. Oh well. We will survive somehow. Okay, so there's nothing for you to shoot at. There's nothing really for you to shoot at. All right, target the battle master, do a swarm attack, see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh man. Well, we shot a building. Flak turret shoots a grasshopper a little bit. The grasshopper also shoots at a building. The dervish misses, or Korinsky hurts a building. That should fall down quite nicely. Battle master hits the victor with a medium laser into the right arm, machine gun into the right arm, miss with everything else. The blaze cannon hits the crusader with a blazer into the right torso. The SRM hits with 3 infernos, making it get very warm. And then the SRM 6 hits with 4 missiles, doing 2 to the right arm, left leg, left arm, and right arm. 4 more missiles hit, doing 2 to the left arm, center torso, and right torso, critting on a medium pulse laser. Crusader against the blaze turret. Hurts it a little bit, but honestly, just not doing very much damage because of the building scale. Down to 52 CF. I really need to start bringing just straight up infantry. I think that's what I need. Battle armor missed the swarm attack by 1 yet again. The victor puts medium laser into the left torso, medium laser left torso, AC-20 into the center torso, down to 2 armor. SRM hits with 1 missile, doing 2 to the left torso of the battle master. Machine gun hits the left leg. That's it for them. The Manicore Misses. The building the dervish was standing on collapses. It takes 4 damage from falling debris, and then takes 10 damage through falling, doing 5 to the left torso and 5 to the left leg, critting on a hip and a jump jet. That's unfortunate. The Crusader took 20 damage, stays standing. The Battle Master took 20 damage, needs 6 rolls of 5 and falls, doing 5 to the right leg and 2 to the center torso. Okay. We have a dream. We absolutely have a dream, and it is alive and well. All right, so the Orion kicks the Battlemaster in center torso, doing 15 damage down to 12 internal structure. Grasshopper kicks the building down to 45. Orion kicks the Dervish, destroying the right leg and transferring a little bit to the right torso. Crusader kicks the Blazer. Victor kicks the right arm of the Battlemaster, critting on the PPC. And that's about that. And our turn order remains terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, why don't we just have you turn a little bit like that? Oh, yeah. Why I would rather have the Cataphract up next to the Battlemaster, honestly. Oh wait, where's the Battlemaster? Where'd it go? Where'd the Battlemaster go? Did he eject? There's so much crap there that I just can't see it. Oh no, it's right there. It's literally right in front of me. Okay. Very carefully skip. Great, firing. Cool. Now then, do a little bit of flamer action. some machine gun action. Hopefully the Battle Master just kind of dies this turn. That would be the mostest idealist. If we can kill the Battle Master, we can kill the Dervish, then everything else is fine and Gucci. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, hey, good deal. We actually hit the Battle Master, which is pretty neat. Doing a total of 4 damage, 2 to the left torso and 2 to the left arm with the Flamer and the battle armor. Crusader, did things to a building. Grasshopper against the Battle Master. Hits with a medium laser into the right arm, medium laser left arm, medium laser right torso, rear, medium laser right leg, and a large laser into the right leg. Already having a bad day. The other battle armor missed, but that's okay. The flak turret kind of did something. The Dervish explodes immediately from a medium laser. That was into the... Oh, the dude was carrying his SRM ammo in his right arm. That's fascinating. So, okay. This is actually going to work pretty well for me, I think. So, anyways, armor was blown out. 20 damage. Transfers a little bit to the right torso. Right torso is still intact. Right torso gets destroyed. But the center torso still exists. That's exciting. The Dervish misses. Vedette puts an AC5 into the Crusader's left leg and a machine gun into the left leg of the Crusader. Orion into the Battle Master. Hits with a medium laser to the left arm, medium laser into the left torso. SRM hits with 2 missiles, doing 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left torso. And the AC10 hits into the left leg. Grasshopper into the Blaze turret. It does things and gets it down to 19 CF. Man, these building changes just make turrets brutal. The Manicore missed the Ostrak. Fulcrum puts a large laser into the Grasshopper's right leg and missed with everything else. Battlemaster into the Cataphract hits with a medium laser to the right arm, medium laser into the center torso, machine gun into the left arm. SRM6 hits with 5 of the dead fires, doing 3 to the right torso, 3 to the right leg, 3 to the left arm, 3 to the left arm, and 3 to the right leg. Cataphract puts a medium pulse into the left arm of the Battlemaster, PPC into the left torso, medium pulse into the center torso, critting on gyro, and then the LB10X goes into the left leg, down to 12 internal structure. This dude has like no armor left. Finally, the medium blaze missed with the blaze cannon. Hits with some infernos against the Crusader. Hits with some more infernos. Then the SRMs hit. 3 missiles go in, doing 2 to the center torso, left arm, and center torso. Cataphract took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls a 2. Falls to the front, doing 5 to the right arm, 1 to the left torso, and the pilot avoids damage. The Battlemaster needed a 11 and rolled a 9. Falls, doing 5 to the left arm and 2 to the left leg, and the pilot takes a hit. Oh, it's... The commander goes unconscious, but the pilot stays conscious. We'll kick. That's annoying. I can't kick him because the one person who could kick him is also prone. Hold on. Does it say I have to destroy all of them? Oh, and it's 75% of the defending forces. Shoot. I need to kill 2 more. Already tired of this one. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Actually, can you step on the vedette? I'd like you to step on the vedette. All right. Well, the Crusader kicked the Blazer turret. The Orion stepped on the Fulcrum and immobilized it. Is it destroy, cripple, or force withdrawal of 75%? Okay. The Grasshopper stepped on the Vedette, but it's still good to go. All right, friends. There we go. Let's just do this, and let's turn down this opacity just a touch. There we go. Even better. Let's see here. That bad boy is not going anywhere. Yeah, maybe don't run straight up to the laser dude. Have you just kind of chill, hang out, don't do anything. Crusader, chill, hang out, don't do anything. Really? You fell from that. Okay, fine, 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 fine. Who am I to debate it? Well, if he's still there, you might as well keep shooting him until somebody tells you to stop. Well, the enemy vedette missed. Our Orion, firing an APC, hit with a medium laser into the front. Missed with everything else. The Centipede hit with a medium laser against the Kerensky into the right leg. The APC went boom. It went bye-bye. The life flag turret peppered some folks. The Victor, oh, nice. Landed the AC-20 into the front, destroying the laser carrier. That's exactly what I wanted. This is good. This is very, very good. The Battlemaster exploded. I don't think there's going to be very much left of it, unfortunately. Oh, did it have case? No. Destroyed the left torso. Destroyed the center torso. Sad day. Goodbye, Battlemaster. Laser carrier did land a couple of medium lasers on the Victor. The Crusader has continued to do things. Aha! The blaze turret finally went away. But then the Crusader lost its right arm. Ah. That's bad. That's very, very bad. So we just had 2 simultaneous ammo explosions. What is left of this thing? Actually, aside from the pilot having taken a total of 4 hits, everything else seems to be fine. But something tells me that that poor little pilot is not going to be doing great. And actually, the pilots have 5 hits. They are just this side of being dead. But we won, so we got that going for us. Thank God for Case. Yeah. In its natural habitat, one might say, in its own pile of rubble. Yeah, please step on the vedette. Man, a vedette that gets stepped on twice and can still drive away. Honestly, that vedette has earned the right to stay alive tomorrow. Okay, well, that was really painful, actually. That hurt a lot. We didn't lose any units, but holy cow, that was not great. Yeah, God, that. I am betting she's like a double or triple amputee at this point. I think we're going to be need to find a new lieutenant for that that Lance. That's my bet. No, the fulcrum was immobilized. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Yeah, the fulcrum was crippled. There we go. Thank you. Okay, we have an offer of defection. Okay. Well, I really don't care about the fulcrum, honestly. I guess I'll take the Crusader. I guess I could take the Dervish. Maybe the Griffin. Meh. We'll just do that and call it good. Confirm. Oh man, I am so scared to see what her injuries are. Great. Let's get to a place where we can read that a little bit better. Shall we? Oh wow. I super stacked that, didn't I? Anyways, so this pilot is wow, actually they can come back to full duty as soon as they heal, but they just have they're only a little disemboweled. They have a burned left calf, a bruised left femur, a left compound fracture of their hand, or compound fracture of their left hand, and a compound fracture of their right hand. That's it. That's all they got. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. That could have been way worse. I was terrified. Oh, good. And this warrant officer was also disemboweled. Isn't that nice? Everybody's disemboweled. Okay, prisoners of war. We have a personal archivist who is willing to defect. Isn't that nice? Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Lieutenant Venditti is tired. I wonder why you somehow drug the remains of that poor little crusader back while holding in your own bowels. Yes, that happens. Okay, well, on that happy little note, we now have a new allied tank base, which is pretty neat. Next time, we will work on getting another allied tank base, as well as dealing with the stupid convoy interdiction. And we'll go from there. And the next stream will be on Wednesday at 8 p.m. I hope to see you all there. Hopefully you all have enjoyed the stream, aside from, the last 30 minutes. But hopefully you've enjoyed the stream otherwise. I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. And if you missed it at the beginning, there will be a bit of a 1-month hiatus starting next week because I'll be gone for training. So just bear with me in that time. And as soon as I get back from training, the streams will continue. Zenith, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful rest of the night. Take care, and we'll see you next time.